Ohayo gozaimasu. There's a cat on me. She's needing me. Konnichiwa, konbanwa, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenas tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buongiorno, ahoy akosamash, annyeong haseo, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, right? Annyeong haseo, mokarimaka, ki ora, ahoy akosamash. The cat's here, right? I've disturbed it. Hi, how's it going? I've disturbed the cat. Cat Tax is, Captain Gravy Boat. I say hi, Grave. Captain Gravy Boat. Captain Gravy Boat is here. They didn't want to scare her off. She wasn't feeling too good last night. She gave me a little bit of a scare. I think she's okay today. But we'll probably still set up a vet appointment for Monday. Just get her checked out. Like, you know, we're just doing our best to make sure that they're doing well. She's not always the smartest cat, so it's likely she was just licking something she shouldn't have licked. I might have got like a cut in her mouth or something like that. Anything's possible. Maybe licking some stuff that's not food. She's a big licker. We're gonna go get her checked out. Or we're gonna do that, Captain Gray. But yeah, but I think she's better this morning. I feel better. I haven't seen her in the morning, so we're doing good. Hi, how are you? Welcome. It's early morning streaming. It's early. It's morning. We're streaming. And I want you to be doing well. I want you, right, to be well. I want you to be well. Man, did I see you crying? But yes, hi. Hope you're having a good day. Doing the 10 minutes of bullshit. We're about 4 minutes in. So we'll do some miscellaneous bullshit. As a reminder for like the nth time. Next week I'll be streaming extra long every day. It's going to be long streams. Throughout the week in celebration of the Halloween Halloween in celebration of Halloween, so do more spooky type games. Hopefully plan is to do some collaborative streaming with Paperweight et al. Let's see who else we can get involved in it, so at least one of those days will be like that. And yeah, that might be a good old time. Fingers crossed. Wouldn't it be nice if we could do that? Games we'll be playing will be Crypt Custodian, Buckshot Roulette, Kaletka, I think is Kaletka is the name of the game. And then I'm probably gonna dig into like the archives and find out what else I can find that's seasonal. Okay. Farewell. Put her down. And she'll probably come over and complain that she wants to get back up again in a second or two. But that's what she does. She's lovely. She's a very loving cat, but she's not the more intelligent of the two cats, right? She's kind of different. Good morning, Isaac. How are you doing? Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you're having a good morning. May many happy returns. And what other nice things can be said. But yeah, that's kind of it for the Halloween plans, right? Like, I'll be staying at home, so stream longer. I got stuff I want to work on in the house, but a lot of it's just going to be kicking back and doing nothing. Thank you for the good morning. I wish I had been able to. I have a little bit of like Halloween themed. What the hell do you call it? Like the styling for the stream, right? The background, the backdrop, the stage, or whatever. I've used a little bit of that spare time I've had to create something. I wish I had more, but it'll be fine. I'll have basically the channel equivalent of a costume going on. It'll be good. Use all your purple. I'm sorry. Maybe some more will come. I do have to work on the channel rewards. Maybe I can do that and the time off. Like that's probably what I should do. But I don't know. Everyone I talk to kind of agrees that the channel points are pointless. It just seems like it's an additional hoop that Twitch like, hey, we've noticed a 0.025% increase in engagement based on this. You should do that. Yeah, right. I hear that. They probably know what they're talking about, but yeah. Purple points, all them purple points. Yeah, for our channel, for those of you. Good morning, Mr. Sensual. Thank you for stopping by for the channel. Yeah, I have their golden melons. Golden melons, because I put it in Japanese because fuck it. Why don't? And I was able to get the pings to accept it. So shout out Daniel. for I did find a ping compressor. It it compressed it. It went from like 25 kilobits to 24 kilobits. But 25 to 24 kilobits is all we really had to do, right? We didn't need need to be much lower than that. So, legally distinctive video game dinosaur Florence, absolutely. So yeah, it took it, it accepted it, and it was doing it. The reward is called the legally distinctive video game dinosaur Florence. The idea was, when I was creating that, is you'd click on that and it would just make like a coin sound, right? Like when people would chat, it goes did it. It'd be like, hey, play like a little coin sound. I couldn't get StreamerBot to work with that. I don't know why. StreamerBot works with some things just fine. Like obviously I can get it, like when chat comes, I can get it to play an audio. I can get it to play the video. I can do all kinds of stuff. But that never worked, and I don't want to say it wasn't worth my energy to come back and do it, but it's just like, you know, I'll figure it out. So some of the shit in StreamerBot is kind of broken. Yes, Isaac. You just got 300 points out of nowhere. Congratulations. It's possible. Dude, like, ask me. I say this, like, I say this genuinely. Ask me anything about how the rewards... I have no idea how the channel points work. I seriously... So, here's the way it works, right? I have it set up. So, I have the standard stuff to highlight the message, unlock a random emote, send a message in sub mode only, choose an emote to unlock, and modify a single emote, right? Those are the standard, and they're all set to smart cost, right? They're all set to smart cost. So, in theory, the system is balancing it. The custom reward I have is the legally distinctive video game dinosaur Florence, which, again, I wanted to be a coin sound. I just never got around to, like, fully putting it together. But other than that, it should just be working normally. It all tells me it's, like, the average user generates 220 points per hour, with subscribers generating twice as much, right? I'm just taking them at their word on it. I have no idea. It's set to smart on everything. Like, I could reduce it. Like, I don't mind highlighting message being, like, cheap, right? But yeah, the dinosaur Florence, I don't know what to tell you, right? Other than it's just it doesn't work. How did you do on the daily yesterday? It's a great question, Mr. Essential. We nailed it. We crushed it. Crushed it. Would we say we crushed it? Hold on. Would we say we crushed it? I would say that, you know, how about Friday, Thursday, friends, you know, we cleared it. We're not a million miles off the pace from Paperweight. I'm sure he did better for... I didn't do today's daily yet, no. Dude, I've only been streaming for 10 minutes. We're still in the 10 minutes of bullshit. I was getting ready to hit start. We did that, and then we also did... Did I clear Demo Man yesterday? I think it was Demo Man. One that got you, like, the Chaos card. So I cleared 2 things yesterday. And today I was going to try to do maybe Cursed and Pride Day, because AI says those are the next best unlocks to get versus what I have. But I could try the daily. But, you know, as always, like, me and the daily don't get along that great. I don't do well with the dailies. If you feel strongly about the daily, I'll do the daily. You let me know. That's your call. In the meantime, let me get my chat window up here. But yeah, Daniel, sorry. Isaac, in conclusion, like, the channel points are, in theory, mostly on auto. So whatever that is that they are doing, these are excellent questions for Twitch. For, like, hey, why does it do what it does? I would turn off, like, half of the shit, like, if it was up to me. Right? Like, if I had my druthers, if I had the ability to just go, you know, hey, fuck it. We don't need, you know, I guess channel points. They should add gambling. Dude, gambling is something you can always do in your own time, man. You can always make it like Salty Bet, right? Like, yes, for the, I've thought of stuff. All right, I've tried to gamify the channel points in my head. Here's where I am. What I do for a living at the moment is basically my responsibility is from ideation, like of software, right? My job is from ideation to description, right? And then that's one job. And then you have another job, which is requirements to actually planning it out. So my job is I have to come up with the ideas and I have to describe them and I have to like think through them and make sure that they are something that the dude who now has to make a battle plan can make a battle plan from. I always cheat. I'm always stepping over the line and going like, all right, well, how could this be done? I need this app that's going to tell me what all the stock prices are going to be next week, and then we'll be billionaires. There you go. There's an idea. It's a stupid idea. It's not practical. It won't work. But that's like an idea. So like you have to be like, this is something that could also be feasible, and how would you how would you do it? Then when it comes to the execution, I have to code something that I'm lost. But there's dudes who their job is to code it. But you got to think of them more along the lines of like they're like chefs who can follow a recipe, right? They can follow a recipe like a motherfucker. Or they could even like say like, all right, I know all of these steps. You don't have to tell me the recipe. I know how to do it. My job is to come up with the menu. So the gambling, I hear you, the gambling. The problem with that is linking it to the game to determine success. I could write it, we could set up a database, set up a SQL backend, right? And then have the channel points come into StreamerBot. StreamerBot should be able to talk via C# to the database, track who bet what on what outcome, right? Keep track of scores, keep it running, output it to a web page. That would be like, the web page would be querying SQL to show you who has what score, what points. You could do that. But then it doesn't interface with the game. I would have to get through manually and go, and yes, Daniel was right, Mr. Central was wrong, Isaac was right, Papa Critical was right. That's boring. I'm not gonna do that. So there's games that have that built in and integrated. That's its thing. So there are games that have Twitch integration that you could probably do something like that. So I'd be shocked if there wasn't a game where people can't bet on it and cause shit to happen. But with Isaac, it's just not there. And it's not something that I've looked into mods. It's not something I can mod into. So I've thought about it. But yeah, that's what Chatbot is for, and flooding the chat with nonsense. Yeah. Nightbot works okay. Nightbot works well-ish. But it's hardly perfect. All right, we're 15 minutes in. Enough bullshit. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hop in. Now the other cat was out. Let me pick up the other cat. We're going to hop in. We'll do the daily as the controller hits the ground. Come on, cat. Yeah, I love you, but you're pissing me off. And then Chris Cat's here. So we got the other cat, whose paws are fucking soaking wet. So presumably, he was just playing around in the water. Wait, who else but Blizz? Thank you for stopping by. Who else but Blizz? Appreciate you for being here. Thanks for dropping by. We're gonna, goddamn it, if it kills me, we're gonna do the daily. All right, so I got the cat on my lap. We've talked about the channel points. We've talked about the fact that I recognize the channel points are useless, and I don't know if I can come up with something to do with them, but we acknowledge the uselessness of it. We're gonna go do our daily. So here we go. Daily run. And then remember, I'm probably just going to crash against the wall here. So, all right. No item descriptions makes me really bad. I don't know what our active power is. I've never seen it before in my life. I don't even know what character we're playing. I don't know what they are, what they do. You died on the first boss. I mean, I might die on the first room, dude. Dude, I suck too. It's a problem. All right, I'm going to fire this weapon off. What does this do? What did that do? Alright, cool. It has a shitload of charges, so it should be impactful. But yeah, we don't know what that does. This is the downside for every daily. Void sucks in items. Thank you. That's it? It just sucks in items. It's like, what is that? 7 charge? It gives you stats. I didn't see my stat boost. Oh, the void. Alright, it converts items into stats. Got it. So you have to have items kick around. Sounds good. But that's like, what? 1, 2, 3, 7. That ain't cheap. Pinking shears, right? That'll cut your head off. And then you can fly around. So you can fly around, at least collect those coins. Right? Pinking Chair is the one where your head will fly. If you suck in an active item, it gains its ability. Jeez, dude. I'm gonna keep the Pinking Cheer separate for the moment. We'll go pick up the Void and we'll charge up. Thank you. The Void is not. I don't know that I have that in the regular game, but we'll swap out so we can charge, and we'll keep on keeping on. Cat is getting irritated because he's not getting attention. Cat, you couldn't time this worse. Random pill, key, heart, pile laundry, fart jar. Mr. Essential explained, but Mr. Essential explains stuff tremendously. Mr. Essential is what we call intelligent and good at explaining shit. I'm just gonna try to play Keep Alive in this room. So far, mixed results of Keep Alive. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Mr. Essential has a lot of practice. Alright. Step out of the way. Chris, what do you... So, he wants me to cross my legs. Because what he wants to have happen is he wants a flat lap to lay on. And by crossing... Here he goes. He's going to circle. Cat's getting down. You know what? Yes, thinking about really hard about words for the ADHD. I have the other problem, which is I can't come up with other words. So I'll get people at work will, my boss, like, you know, kind of accuse like, that's a pretentious word or that's a big word. I'm like, because I can't come up with. It's the first word that came to my brain, and I don't know how to piece together 6 words when one word will do. Right? Like it's weird, and I can't even give you a good example because it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. It's just that's what my brain is doing. It's like, here's this concept and this word means this thing. Say it, right? It's not like I've never heard anyone use that word before. Like, what does that word mean? It's like I don't know. Like it's right. Like it just, you know, epistemological would be like that was not too long ago. I'm like that's like an epistemological question, right? And then she's like, well, what does that even mean? I'm like, it means like, how do you even know what you know? It's the study of like how what you know. Can we know stuff to be true? How do you verify? And like I had to speak for like 20 minutes to explain what epistemological means, and then she's like, well, it's like pretentious. I'm like, well, I didn't want to speak for 20 minutes saying, well, that's like a question that is something that do we know what it even means? How do we even know if that's we can know the answer to that? Then I sound like an idiot. So yeah, you might not know what epistemological means, but that's what the word means. It covers a topic. It's not just like I'm calling a couch a Davenport or a Chesterfield. It's a whole ass topic with one ass question. Below Daniel, thank you for stopping by. All right, so yeah, we've gotten this shit. 17 coins. The fart jar is not what we want. Pile laundry. No, I didn't. This is the daily. So this is Apollyon. What's his gig? Other than him having 2 hearts, I don't know anything about him. Here come the turdlings. Here comes the creep. Okay. Bear with me a couple minutes here as we shuck and jive. Keep on dancing. The hell with romancing. She's sweat. Yep. Got it going like a turbo, but come on. Alright. Bad start. We don't want that path. We want to move in the other direction here. That's good. Take out the attack. Fuck you! Really? Holy shit. Alright. Now just play stay alive. Play stay alive. This is a rough boss. It's like a ball pit at a kid's play place. Oh, yeah. He has Void. Is that it? Like, that's... What I've gotten so far is he's in possession of Void. But other than that, he doesn't do anything. The Emperor. We'll go buy a heart then, I guess. There's no battery. We could try and feed the dick. We could try to look for a secret room as well. So buy heart, because I'll need a heart. Yeah, I mean, without a battery, there's not a whole lot we can do. Check the curse room, I guess. Fuck it. Great. Take us down to half a heart. Alright. Super secret room. If I was you... If I was you... I would be... up. I'd be here. Oh shit! Oh shit! Stay alive! Stay alive! Shit! God damn it! Greg! Fuck! Alright, that was the daily. Let's see how we did. Let's see how... 497th. Beat paper... Hey, we're better than paperweight. Take it, paperweight. Take it. Second place, paperweight. For the moment. Fuck! What all was in there? I didn't know... First off... Airwaz, I recognize Airwaz. I know that rune. I know none of those other runes. Shit, there could have been something good in there. There you go. There's your daily. Speaking of dailies, here's your daily reminder of why, you know, Airwaz. Airways, yes. My favorite bootleg shoe, the Airways. Here's your semi-daily reminder of why I basically don't advertise that I play the dailies, because... yeah. How do you pronounce it? Airways. Airwaz. E-R-H-W... Airhis. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard it said aloud at all. I've only seen it written. Awaz? For E-H-R? Really? Oh, he says it? Okay, I've never heard him say it out loud. Then, yeah, that's the right way to say it. I've never picked it up. So, correct. In that case, Awaz. Okay, there's no R in there. Awaz, Awaz. Okay. Okay. We unlocked it, but I never picked it up. So, Cursed, we'll do Pride Day. Because Cursed, I know Cursed. We'll get into Pride Day. Because, again, AI suggested we try this. And AI does not lie to us. Alright, so what do we got going on here? We have Jawbreaker. No, we don't. We have Rainbow Worm. We have $3 bill. Right? Oh, so it's all the gay stuff. Got it. Queer is a $3. Cool. Alright, Rainbow Baby. Rainbow. Okay, so it's all the rainbow stuff. Neat. I mean, Pride Day, obviously, but yeah, that also confirms Queer is a $3 bill, by the way. Did you fail? Yes, I failed the daily. I mean, define fail. I played it. I went into the super secret room. There was a shitload of stuff in there, but there was also dudes what was in there. And them dudes what was in there decided to end me because I got relatively, comparatively, theoretically excited. I'm like, oh shit, bunch of shit in here. What's this shit? And then like, dude, it's not there's no bad, dude. Like, if you had been paying attention, it would have played out exactly the same. Shoop the whoop, I guess. I mean, we got nothing. Yeah, I am currently beating dear friend Paperweight in the daily. That's where we're at in the daily. We are slightly ahead of Paperweight. Paperweight has currently 0 points because he has not engaged in the activity. For the time being, we are placed first amongst our friend group. And when our buddy Paperweight decides to get into it, I'm sure he will fucking shellac me. But, ooh, that's touch. But for the time being, we sit atop our throne. Key here. Oh, mystery gift is always fun. Or that's mystery gift. Yes, mother's box. Paperweight is almost at mom's heart. Okay, yeah. So, yes, he's most likely going to have in excess of 580 points or whatever it is I had. So yeah, we can safely assume that unless things go horribly wrong, Paperweight will cross that finish line being ahead of me. And in my opinion, he deserves it. Shoot the whoop. I do enjoy Shoop the Whoop. I almost never get it in, like, runs, though. Or I'll get it, like, at a weird time. Or it's like, no! Right? Like, fuck you. I need what we have. Educational books be so annoying that 5 sentences of filler before they get the importance. Like, most books be like that. Very rarely does a book just jump off from the gate. It's like, page 1, and now we're talking shit. Like, there's always going to be... They got to pad... So, 2 things. One, they got to pad the page count, and usually... When you lay out books like that, they come out on sheets of paper. I forget the exact dimensions. It's been a million years so with printing. But it's like 16 sheets get printed at once. So 16 pages get printed on a single sheet at once. So books will always have, I think it's, like, if you had like, oh, our page was, you know, we only had 10 pages, then you need like 6 pages of bullshit because that's how big the sheet of paper they print out is. Recipe websites are like the final boss. Yes. Right. My father was an abusive alcoholic. He used to take us out to the park every Sunday, but he would disappear in the middle of the day. We had to walk our way back home. Those cold autumn nights walking back home makes me think of chili, because I was cold, because we didn't have shoes. Here's a chili recipe that my husband Braden loves. Right? If you don't have, you know, coconut aminos at your local grocery store, it's just like, what the fuck is all... How many cups of rice? Just tell me how many cups of rice. I'm trying to make pizza dough, and I just need to know what the fucking ingredients are. Rise up lights. Do we need rise up lights? I don't think we need rise up lights. We'll pick it up and put it back down just so we can get rid of it. Oh, book you can finish in 3 hours, get stretched to 3 days. You could argue... Ooh, blister increases knockback. Oh, we can't have it. Oh, we can't drop the rainbow worm. So we really do want Mom's box. Joke. We do, so we can have an extra trinket. Oh no, that's not the second trinket. That's the double the effectiveness of the trinket. All right, fuck it. Well, that's it for this level. I mean, we could try to play the sacrifice game, but we're not going to get very far. Not with 2.5 hearts to give up. Right? So... that's all, folks. I mean, we could throw one more bomb down here. Do we maybe get a card or a dark card or something like that? Rune? Get a rune? We did get a rune. Oh, rune! Rune! Perthro. Perthro's good. I mean, Perthro's not great, but it's not bad. We could swap out the Raise Up Light. Tarot Cloth. Fuck yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we'll. If you ever write a book and make it no filter and pure information, you say that now, but again, I'm telling you, there will be pages that you have to make when you make a book that will be blank or whatever, because there's a fixed... You can't print a 3-page book, right? Like, there's certain increments. You just make it digital only. So when you make a PDF, it's... You could argue about whether that's a book or not, right? When I write shit down digitally and put it on the internet, the only reason I say it, I don't have a copy handy here, but I wrote a book, not in earnest. It was not... I have them here. Not in earnest. I can't stress this enough. I bumped the sun. I didn't do this, like, thinking it would be... I don't want to say I wrote a book as a joke, but I kind of did it as a joke. So I actually have a package here, but it's short, but it's called The Egg Came First. Now stop asking. And you see on the back there, right? It's probably not even focused. I can't see my camera from here, but there you go. So I wrote this like years ago. I still have packs of them kicking around, and when you go to like those little libraries and shit, like they have by roadsides, I drop them off. So when I go on vacation, like we go to vacation like in Toronto or whatever, I'll drop off a copy of the book, like, and just leave it there to confuse fucking people. Book, a written text can be published and printed or electronic. As defined by... So, no, hold on. Hold on. Bear with me. We'll get to the bottom of this. I love how the internet is just working super dope for me right now. It is incredibly smooth. Paperweight's gonna kick my ass. Book, a set of written sheets. Written sheets of skin or paper or tablets or wood or ivory. A set of written, printed, or blank sheets bound together between a front and back cover. A long written or printed literary I mean, like, my Reddit posts are not books. Cambridge says that. You're saying Cambridge. Well, you know what? We're Merriam-Webster here. This is a Merriam-Webster stream. This is a Christian Minecraft server and a Merriam-Webster. No, I mean, in that case, a Twitter. What's the difference between a book and a Twitter post? There has to be some criterion between it being considered a book versus just anything that you wrote down is construed as a book. No. It's why we have the idea of an ebook, right? That's why there's a term. If it was not worth distinguishing, we wouldn't have the term ebook, right? It's a distinction with a difference, I feel. So yes, if you can write a one-page essay and call it a book and put it on Amazon, cool. Go for it. I'm not, by the way, here's the thing. Considering I didn't put much effort into my book, I can't believe I fucking wasted the sun trying to show you, prove a book issue. That, like, dude, like, writing a book, like, writing an actual novel or anything that's, like, a cohesive piece of literature is no small feat. It's incredibly difficult. Like, it takes, talent. It takes, like, just industriousness, right? It's like building anything except, you know, you don't have anyone to really guide you. I mean, you alone should know what the story is about. You should understand, like, how it's going to play out. You know, but even then, you don't always do it. It's really hard. Longest form of literature is over 15 million. Then it's the longest form of literature which is over 15 million words long and not considered a book. What's not considered a book? Again, like, I would dispute calling anything that's written a book. What is digital? What are you referencing? What are you saying that there is no printed form for? If you're going to say the Cambridge Dictionary, what? So, I'm looking at the chat. Would I not call the Cambridge Dictionary a book? Are we referencing the Cambridge Dictionary? I would call it a dictionary, right? And if a dictionary, look, Moby Dick is a book. There's a Loud House fanfic. Yes, I would not consider that a book. Correct. Right. Wikipedia. Would you consider Wikipedia to be a book? Yeah, I would say yes. A 15 million page long Loud House fanfiction is not a book. Correct. Yeah. Yes, I stand by that. You can call it a book if you want, but again, at that point in time, you blur the line about what constitutes book. Yes, if you print out, and it's really... hold on! Pause! Why do you have to print it out, Daniel? Hold on! Alright, so now... why do you have to print it out? If it's not a book, if Wikipedia is a book when you print it out, then you're agreeing with me. Yes? So then are you agreeing with me or not disagreeing? So yes. So I'm saying in order for something for it to be a book, yes, there is an element of it being printed, right? Otherwise, like, the term magazine is meaningless as well, right? And so yes. So in that case, if you take your 15 million page Loud House fanfiction, print it out, yes, it's a book. If it's not printed out, it's not a book. If you have it as a PDF, you can call it an ebook, right? I get that, but I don't know. To me, it's not a book unless it's not printed out. It's not a magazine unless it's in a specific format of a book, right? Like, that's a zine. You could go zine. A zine could be a magazine, but, like, yeah, words mean stuff. It's not just like, well, anything you write down is a book. How did we reach this point? I don't know. I feel like you're arguing with me that it has to be, that a book doesn't have to be printed. As a society, how did we reach this point? The problem is English, as a language, is crippled by senseless rules, meaningless structure, and a interest and desire to be other languages, right? That you run into these weird things of like people arbitrarily making rules for English, and they want it to be like other languages where they actually have like a codified body. If I pull up a math book digitally, it's no longer considered a book. It depends. So you can call it a textbook. I don't think I'd object to a textbook. But here's the thing. It's an ebook. You could call it a textbook because textbook is a functional word. But to me, yes, a book is something that is printed. If you make no distinction between a PDF file, right, or a Word doc and a book, you lose something. Language is there to disambiguate concepts. It's not there to make it more ambiguous. That we don't need that in life. Language, if there is a goal of language, it's to disambiguate things. Calling everything that you might print a book, yes, I feel is needlessly ambiguous. I do think that. You can call it's an ebook, an electronic book, a digital. I mean, even if you say, like, you're even saying. But here's the thing. If you don't qualify that with a book in PDF form, yes. Yes. Here's the thing. I hear your position. I think you can agree. I'm not misunderstanding what you're saying. You're now disagreeing with my opinion, which is fine. You're welcome to. But it's not going to change it. I will not typically take a step linguistically in favor of more ambiguity. Because it's pointless. I tend to like words that are disambiguous. I like things that are descriptive, like, hey, it clarifies a point. Calling everything that could be written down in a book muddies the point. It muddies what it is. You could call it a story. You could call it a novel. You can call it a lot of things. But book, yes, a book implies the modality, methodology. A photo of a sandwich is different from a sandwich. I could make a sandwich and take a photo of it and I eat the sandwich. The physical, you could say, hey, both. I can touch both of them. I can touch photo, but they are different, right? And we should, like, I draw a person is not the same thing as giving birth to a human being. So, like, right? This is my creation versus this is my child. Well, I made both of them. Yeah, but one's a drawing, one's a person. So yeah, I do. I think we're on the same page. I think you have a perfectly clear understanding of what my thinking is. And we are going to disagree because I don't like ambiguity in language, and I don't want there to be a more ambiguous definition of the word book. Because we have a million ways that you can disambiguate it. We're just going to choose not to. I'm like, I ain't on board. I'm not down! There you go. That's Blaine's LinguoCast for 2024. Stop by next week when we talk about flammable versus inflammable. And pregnant versus impregnant. And how the word apron used to be the word naprin. Stop by for that. That'll be really exciting. Everyone will enjoy that. How apron and napkin are examples of the same word that got molested. How do you feel about irregardless? It's a word now. It's a word now. Should it be a word? It's an inherent double negative. It's a double negative in itself. I have used it before. There's a certain casualness to it. It's not the most logical word, right? Because you don't need to negate the word twice. That's that double negative thing. It's not necessary. It's a word. If I was speaking off the cuff, like I'm doing a stream, I might say something like that because sometimes words just flow. But if I was sitting down writing something, I would say, no, it's not a word. I really hate the word. It's ironic, but the word ironic instead of we have unironically. Because I don't know if the root of the word irony is like if the I is like if that's an active prefix like asexual. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm saying I don't know that it is. Irony is a tricky one as well. I always tell people, I've had like 2 people ask. So let's talk with 4 hearts, 5 hearts. I've had people ask. Irony is a really hard one to define. So I usually try to use poetic. Right? I'll use the word poetic when possible. That's really fucking poetic. Like that usually covers this ironic situations. Irony is so narrowly circumscribed in a literal sense that it's too hard to use. Right? But yeah, I mean, like, even unironically doesn't make sense, because for something to be ironic, it has to be the literal exact opposite of what a reasonable person would anticipate. So the example I have, it's not mine, I stole it from George Carlin. In the 70s, there were 2 football players, Jack Tatum and Darryl Stingley, right? Jack Tatum paralyzed Darryl Stingley, tackling him. Routine play, it wasn't a dirty play, it wasn't a bad play. He tackled Darryl Stingley was paralyzed. Jack Tatum and Darryl Stingley both had kids who both went on to play in the NFL. If Jack Tatum's kid paralyzes another person, that's not irony, that's coincidence. If Darryl Stingley's kid gets paralyzed by another player, that's not irony, it's a coincidence. It's a sad coincidence. It's tragic, but it's not irony. It's only if Darryl Stingley paralyzes Jack Tatum's son that you actually have irony. The son of the guys that happened to, the roles have to reverse. Dissimulation, assumed ignorance. Aeronia. Okay, so the I is not part of it. Most of the time they use it being sarcastic. Most of the time when people say they're being sarcastic, they're being sardonic as well. By the way, we have activated Jed Levy. Hello, Jed Levy. Thanks for stopping by. Jed Levy, of the people who stream, I know to be one of the more thoughtful people to watch. So once we started talking lingua franca, Jed Levy is fucking here for it. He dropped whatever he was working on. He's like, no. I want to set these motherfuckers straight. But yeah, sarcastic's another one. People usually say sarcastic, but they're being sardonic. If you're being hurtful, that's sardonic. There's probably a more nuanced definition to it, but usually it's like, yeah, that's real smart. That's sardonic. That's not sarcasm. Sardonic is it's kind of like people will say it's sarcasm, but it's hurtful, right? Like it's condescending. It's Jed, help me out here. It's me being sarcastic is like, oh man, got, barely got away with that one, and like it actually hit me. But like if you're saying it about someone else and it's designed to be cutting or dismissive, that's sardonic. Thank you, bitterly sarcastic. Thank you, Jed Levy. See, but again, here we go, Mr. Essential. To the point I had earlier, my ADHD makes it so I'm like, I can't come up with a better way of describing other than saying sardonic. I don't know what sardonic means. And then someone smarter can come by and break it down for you. Otherwise, it takes me like 20 minutes to explain. Well, it's like sarcasm, but it's trying to be hurtful. But yeah, that's sardonic. But here's the thing: language evolves. So even my book argument, I will probably lose that, right? And in 15,000 years, when there's no more fucking trees and we all live on Mars, guess what? That will be the definition of a book. Is anything you write down? But for the time being, sardonic is often applied to only laugh, smile. No, absolutely not. I would not say it at all. I would say you can actually be, the words you could be producing can be sardonic. I would be interested in explore more of that. Yeah. Yes, you can absolutely, you can have a sardonic demeanor, right? In fairness, that's also another one. It's not like I'm overly intelligent, and I knew that that was something I had to look up. I'm like, what the hell does sardonic mean? I looked up, I'm like, oh, okay. But then I will probably call people being sarcastic, or people who are being sardonic, I will probably call them being sarcastic too. Yes, mocking. That's also a great way of describing it. There has to be, for something to be sardonic, it really does have an element of kind of a fuck you to someone else. The second you start invoking someone else and you're kind of trying to be a dick about it, that's where sardonic happens. I don't know if you could be sardonic to yourself, right? But like, Good example of sarcasm, I would say, is like, you know, if I walk into a store and it's thundering and it's lightning and I'm dripping wet, and I'm like, hey, it looks like rain out there, huh? That's sarcasm. Right? That's sarcasm. Right? Like, if I go to you like, oh, nice shirt, they got it in a girl's, they make it for men? That's being sardonic. Maybe not great examples, but it's what I have handy. Started that educational books being overstretched for no reason because they're trying to crap. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because yes, sure. And if we go full circle, what I was saying, you'll get the point. And the reason they do that is because when they are printed, they have to be fixed number of pages. I think it's 16. It depends on your country. It depends on the print size. Right, in the U.S., the sheets of paper. I can't remember the technical term. I should know it. I worked in the printing industry at one point in time, but like, it's not the web. It's not the whatever. You get the sheets of the paper that's printed on are large. They're printed multiple pages at once, and then they're cut to fit the right size. And in different countries, they're different sizes. So like A1 paper in Europe, right? And then you get it down to A5. If you want an A5 book, you would have to have 32 pages to it, right? Because that's the sheet. Johannes Gutenberg. Yes, Gutenberg was the problem. I agree. He should have stuck with Police Academy movies, and he should have stuck with Short Circuit, and Jed Levy, more Gutenberg movies, if s'il vous plaît. But yeah, he should not have gone and invented a movable text. We've been fucked since then. We were better. Ooh. We were better off being stupid. Let's all go surf them and thief them. Like, let's go back. Right? I think we can all agree that. Go back to the old Reeves Charter. It's pre-Magna Carta, and that's surf them and thief them. We should watch Nothing But Trouble on this stream. This is going to become a Nothing But Trouble fan stream, where we only discuss the movie Nothing But Trouble. No other movies exist, because no other movies need to exist. Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Demi Moore. He should have invented the printing press back then. They had people write manually. They had shorter books, more point. Yeah. So they don't have to write hundreds of pages. Yeah, I mean, there was some nice things about, like, that was a strong... Don't forget John Candy. I'm sorry, you're right, John Candy. John Candy was in that as well. He was terrific. And then that one dude... There's the dude. You know what dude I'm talking about? The like all of the skin guy. He's got like a that dude. He's in a lot of stuff too, and he's good. Like, what is his name? But there's that one dude. My sister, who was once the queen of the Mardi Gras, right? Like that guy. He's funny. I don't think I know his name, but he's like a really good character actor. If I was more, I like films. If I was more into films, I would be the type of guy who would go through and like really learn who the character actors are, in and out, right? And just be able to go, you know, wax poetically about, oh, that's William Sadler, right? I've gotten the urge to have like 10 or 12 books raging. Dude, have at it. Like, enjoy life, right? The how do you like your dog? Those hot dogs are so... The hot dogs are... Am I... Like... Oh, God. Mr. Essential, thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your day at work. Hopefully you found some great utility me arguing about the nature of... Define a fucking book. That's your... Currently got a book about what to do in college and preparing for... Cool. I'm sure college prep books are... they're probably popular. There's probably a good demand for it. So, I wish you well. Right? Again, having written a book, I encourage the effort, even if it's like mine's not serious. It was self-published. No one gave a shit. But the exercise, it's an interesting exercise. Well, I got to go to college when I graduate in 2 years. Okay. Point being, it's a good exercise. Right, I would kind of compare it to even though I've never done such a thing, like running a marathon, right? Just going through the steps of running try to run a marathon, go out and do that sort of thing, that just to push yourself as a person. And it's not like, well, I'm not going to be in the Olympics. No, you're not going to be in the Olympics. You're not going to win the Boston Marathon. But going through the process of something helps you appreciate it, right? Like we made short films when we were in school. I don't think I have any of them anymore. It made me appreciate making movies to this day a lot more, even though like they were just bullshit, stupid short films, right? Writing a book made me appreciate writing. It's fun. Like, do it. And then I rewarded myself by getting paper copies of it printed out. Right? I guess it really makes you think about the way those things are structured and why they're structured the way they're structured. And occasionally you're like, oh, this dude's a good author. Like, and like what makes you, because I realized how hard it was to do what he just did. Right? Like, I appreciate, like, I don't know that I would have come. That's a great way of doing that, a great way of explaining it. Grammar's probably the biggest reason people don't write books, because AI will help with that. Yeah, I know you and I have gone back and forth on AI. AI is useful for grammar check. Like actual like structural rudiment, like grammar as a math problem, it's good at, right? Grammar, but if you like ran, you know, like E.E. Cummings through an AI grammar check, it'd lose its fucking mind, right? So there's something to be said for the artistic hand. Or MS Word with a decent job. Oh, wouldn't that be great? It's like, nothing's worse than the way it keeps correcting. Like, no, you're actually, why are you trying to correct me this? I guarantee you're wrong, computer. And the computer's just like, are you sure you don't you mean whom? I don't mean whom. I know it. I'm not saying who as it's the World Health Organization. It's supposed to be capitalized. It shouldn't be whom. Of course, the government will spend $1 trillion on AI so we can have our new AI overlords. I mean, so you just hit upon the reason why they won't do it. Because how are you going to make money from AI? Right? They don't, the people, whatever conspiracy type theory from like 1 to 100 believe in, the people who are in charge, whoever in charge is, they don't want a post-scarcity society. What are they going to do with that? How do you make money in a post-scarcity society? Right? You need it to be all scarcity all of the time, dude. Right? Like that's where it's at. Scarcity. We're not running into enough shops. Should I just start fucking dropping them into the fortune machine and maybe get a bunch of soul hearts and then call that quits? Fuck you. Unidentified pill! So gotta remember to use the Ace of Spades before we use our next key. Here we go now. There's also an argument to be made that like general artificial intelligence, right? Isn't identifiable versus human intelligence, right? We, as a species, we overrate intelligence. So we always go, is there intelligent life in the universe? And then we never stop thinking, it's like, is intelligence matter? Like, we're not the... Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E! You're being held hostage by your cats. Yes, Jed, let me fail. I tried to hit it first, I did not. Story of my life, Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, I know. I'm too busy waxing philosophical. I'm philosophically can't moving and you're uncomfortable. Dude, that is the worst. My suggesting from having dealt with cats before. If you can reach the cat with a hand, give them like, grab them by the shoulders, give them like a little, and then move. Sometimes you just kind of like go like that and like, you know, rubble them about. You can kind of slide them about. That's my move. It doesn't always work, but yeah, disturbing a cat, that's a sin. You gotta wait until you're hurting. But general intelligence, back to that. We also assume it's desirable. Like, human beings are not the most successful species on the planet, not even close, right? Like, yeah, hey, we could destroy the planet, congratulations, but from population diversity, the areas we can live in, nah, man, like, it's a bacteria planet, right? Intelligence is maybe not as useful as we think it is. Humans are limited by death and aging, right? Not all bacteria are. So, I mean, you know, the printed, you know, the ability to share knowledge across generations was important. But again, intelligence is probably overrated in general. I don't think I want the red flame. I definitely don't want the jar flies. I'm just gonna throw shit into the fortune teller. But that also could be the explanation of why don't we see other intelligence in the universe, right? Well, one, it's a big universe. Two. But again, yeah, I get it. So, what I'm trying to communicate to you is, it's a very human thing to assume that intelligence is important. We assume it because we are intelligent. Therefore, intelligence must be an important thing, right? Whereas if you look at the Earth, you know, human level intelligence, pretty rare. Pretty rare. Like, the most success, if there are aliens, I think that there absolutely are aliens. The universe is too big for there not to be other things, but we might not recognize it as life, right? But they're almost certainly, like, not going to be as, you know, concerned about, like, shit that we're concerned about. Shit. I mean, we'll take it. Give me the soul. Give me that soul heart. Woo! Alright, let's go back and throw these coins into the fucking arcade machines. Because we're going to be in trouble. Yeah, I mean, again, so the universe is too big for there not to be other forms of life, right? But we also might not like bacteria. Do we recognize it as life, right? Virus being a weird, is it alive? Is it not? It's a philosophical question on some level. Come on, give me some tarot cards. A dearth of tarot cards. I'd love to be able to pick that up. If there wasn't life in the universe, but again, like, you gotta think about what the successful life on Earth looks like, and the answer is bacteria, right? You know, it's not like necessarily aliens are gonna come down and we're gonna like, oh, give me the whip. We're gonna fucking share chili recipes, right? Like that's probably not how it's gonna go down. All these fucking trinkets, and they won't let me drop the one I got. I mean, I'd love Nose Goblin. Oh, that's what it is. You know, radio signal traveled for 80 years, so I mean, like, so I think radio waves travel slightly less than the speed of light. I could be wrong on that. It's all the same spectrum, right? So light, X-rays, RF, UF, it's all electromagnetic spectrum, right? We can see a very narrow band of it. There's very likely, a species could see radio waves, right? I think they travel with the speed of light, so you're talking 80 light years. That ain't very far. When life gives you lemons, bring him a potato, as the Germans always say, right? right? That's exactly right. You know, Kartoffelsalat gemachen, right? Like, yeah, that's what you should do. Get yours some potato salad. Oh, God. Expanding at the... yeah, but it's expanding faster than light, yes. But, you know, there's so much universe that the numbers get wacky really quickly that it almost becomes meaningless. The observable universe versus the universe that's already traveled so fast and so far that light can never reach it. It's not worth making a distinction, right? It's the thing of, like, if you shuffle a deck of cards, it's 52 factorial, right? The chance of it being the randomness of it is such that, you know, if every human being who had ever lived shuffled a deck of cards once a second for the age of the universe, then you would need to do that 10 million times to get the randomness, right? But if you were off and going like, oh, actually, it's not 10 million times, it's 100 million. That extra zero doesn't fucking matter. It's already so big. It's already so inconceivably big that that last little, it doesn't matter. I can see my dad. Oh, you can't see money, so it doesn't exist. Oh. So therefore, there's a John Cena joke in there somewhere, but I won't make it. I stopped watching wrestling by the time he came around. And I like him as an actor. Peacemaker is a great TV show. That Ricky Stenicki movie was all right, and that was all, he fucking carried that shit. John Cena's a good actor. Well, good comedic actor, right? Like, I wouldn't say, like, I want him up there, like, playing Shakespeare, right? But there's definitely a John Cena joke to be made there. And as a streamer, I feel obligated to emphasize memes when they present themselves, so. John Cena! Yeah, he's a good dude overall. Shout outs to John Cena. My wife made it to work. If she's watching this, I love you too. My wife occasionally watched me stream video games. Not always. She got shit to do. So those viewer numbers should always be taken with a grain of salt. Is Blaine's wife watching? Did really 39 people watch this, or was it 38? These are the tough questions that I'm not prepared to answer. Automod. Yeah, my wife is the Automod. I sometimes refer to my wife as chat. I don't think she cares for it. Hey, chat, can you look up what exit this is? Oh, your chat got head up by the Automod. Oh, okay, well. Don't piss off my Automod. He's there doing God's business, man. Because I sure as shit I'm not going to pay someone to do it. It wasn't even a bad word. Was it Discord? You're not allowed to say Discord. Discord is the gamer word in this stream. Just because 99.99... Oh, Scumbag's fine. I'll go look to remove it. Kill the auto! Yes. Yeah. I'll have a look at it. So like I always say this, that's the suggestion box. I have a suggestion box. Leave that shit like, hey, I try to say, you know, I try to say a word that you said, and I'll go through and I'll take care of that. Just put it in the suggestion box. I tried to say the most racist shit on the planet. Like, yeah, cool. not on my stream, you're not. My wife half Mexican. She don't put up with that shit. Yes. Even if it's really funny, it will not be tolerated. French Revolution, where's the guillotine? Yes. I'm very positive on the French Super Ultra Mega Pokemon. I realize it's not a very American standard. But I quite like the French. You know, they've always been there for us. They you know, relatively, not always. They've been good allies for the most part. You add up to some of everything. They've been good people. I'm extremely positive on the German as well. I trust you guys implicitly. Like, knives and watches and cars, anything that requires precision. Oh, if the Germans made it, that sounds great. If I can afford it. Like, it's not like I own a German washing machine because I don't have that kind of fucking money. The French are nice. The driver's holy. You know what? Fair. I've heard that. My wife does want to go to... Whenever we go on vacation, I'm like, Japan. She's like, yeah, we should go. Let's go on vacation. I'm like, yeah, let's go to Japan. And she's always like, let's go somewhere other than Japan. And I'm like, no, I can't believe I missed that tire. I'm like, no, let's go to Japan. So this next trip to Japan, we're going for like a month. And then after that, fuck you. After that, we'll probably go somewhere else. And France is on the list somewhere. Japanese make good candy. That's about it. All right, debatable, but okay. I'm not a huge watch guy, right? I worked as a apprentice watchsmith like 20-some years ago, just as a kind of a job. Japanese make beautiful watches. I would much rather have, assuming money was no object, right? I would rather have a Grand Seiko than a Rolex or a Tag Heuer or Tag Heuer's not that nice. Then basically anything else, Jaeger LeCoultre, I would rather have a Grand Seiko. They're just so well made. They do such a great job on those watches. There is an aspect of like, as I am now. Oh, I'd take a gold Rolex right this second because it's maybe $80,000 and I could sell it. So they're certainly more valuable from a fungible perspective. But yeah, they make beautiful watches. Little Gish! Alright. Measurement of how country is based on how good their candy is. It's not a bad measurement. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't think that. Oh, yeah, Milky Arrow. Yeah. Or Milky Oreo, yes. Or does Milky Korean? Are they not Korean? I should know this. I feel like this is the sort of thing that someone would come and ask me. I'm kind of staking my weeboo reputation on this. But I think Nokia are Korean. Oh, it's Germany, really? Maybe maybe Milk Oh, it's a different thing. I'm thinking milk. I'm playing video games here. Look, Milk Oreo. Okay, it's a different thing. But yes, Fanta is German during the war. Like, don't talk about the war, right? Couldn't get Coca-Cola, so they were able to use apple rinds, apple peels, apple something to make an apple flavored Applzoft, an apple flavored soda. That was the origin of Fanta. Sure. We know about that. You wonder why it was made? That's a fucking deep dig if you know the answer to that. That's yes. Hey, I am relatively certain that no one on this stream was a member of any particular political party in the 1930s through the 1940s. I don't have exact demographics, but there's not a whole lot of 80-year-olds watching my stream. Don't talk about the war! The Germans, don't mention the war! That is one of the best episodes of Faulty Towers, though. There's no getting around that. Alright, that's it. OG good. Yeah. Baumkuchen is excellent. I like a good Baumkuchen, although the only other place I ever get Baumkuchen is Japan. I've never had it anywhere else. Baumkuchen, you know. Schwarzwald Torta is good as well. Get some Schwarzwald Torta. Japanese. It probably is. I haven't had... Is it actually different? I mean, structurally, surely it's the same. It looks like tree rings. No hammer, so I don't want to eat, or no matter if I was sick, I always want to eat candy, I don't know why. It's... your taste buds change in your 20s. There's like... You don't get old uniformly. You get old at very specific increments. Baumkuchen is only sold in the winter months. Makes sense. It's like a Bûche Noël in France. But yeah, your shit changes. Taste buds change when you're like 22, and then they change again in your 40s, and then I think you kind of get locked in. Do you know that American Hospital is the world's most expensive restaurant? I could see that. It's possible. There are some, well then, so then we're going to run to the definition of a book. If I charge $1 million for the pizza at my house, then am I the most expensive restaurant? Because I serve food and I charge money, so that's a restaurant. So yeah, you're going to get into, you get like into like some, you get some real interesting arguments real quick. $1 million, I mean, includes food, right? So that's dinner and a show at that point, though, isn't it? So you like, how much of it is a restaurant? Is like, are you paying to eat the food, or are you paying to not die? If you're paying to not die and the food is a side effect, that's like me saying, my flight to Japan, that's the world's most expensive package of peanuts, because it cost me $2,000 to get a pack of peanuts. Well, no, you paid $2,000 to fly to Japan. They're giving you, they just so happen to be giving you peanuts. I would have broken your leg for free. They shouldn't charge you any money, Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E. I would have broke your leg for nothing. That's what friends are for. Ooh. I should probably see what's in the shop before I burn all my fucking coins on the fortune machine. But I would love to get the crystal ball. The first tarot card that we've gotten since getting tarot cloth. Unbelievable. Hierophant, yes. Give. Give. Too fair looking at memes and making fun of Americans. Alright. If it feels good, do it. Like, I don't have to tell you. Oh. Fork. I should see what's in the shop. I should really see what's in the shop. That's a very German thing to do, though, make fun of the French. Please. The F word. What? The F word? Yeah. French. I like the French, though. I am French positive. Jesus, how many hands are here? Holy fuck. I got it. Yeah, I picked up on that part. Jesus, wept. Like 9 hands are dropped. Jeez, it's 4. Holy fuck. Brits, the French, the Americans' favorite pastime on the internet. Yeah. What? There's an American in me that wants to go, people hate a winner. Right? Something like that. But I'm not overly jingoistic. I'm very positive on most cultures, and I find something usually cool about most cultures. That's kind of my wiring. I like German industriousness. I like the precision. I like how the French are really sort of semi-obsessed with, fuck it, let's have a good life, right? The French idea of like, well, whoever French politician had a mistress and his wife was like, yeah, he's French, of course he has a fucking mistress. Like, you think I'd have sex with a man who couldn't get another woman? Like, they got like a really like. That's a good way of looking at it. Like, I gotta fuck a dude who can't get an 18-year-old girl. Why would I be sleeping with him? Many people don't like the Germans. Anyone with half a brain. You make fun of an American friend of how expensive their food is. Yeah, but it also, there is some variance to that. If you shop like you shop locally, and not everyone can. If you if you live deep in a city, you might not be able to get to farmers markets and shit. But if you're semi-smart about it, you can save money. But then you hit the point of like, well, what's your time worth, right? Blaine, am I gonna go to like 5 farms? I'm gonna drive out to a farm to buy beef, and then drive to another farm to buy kale. Paperweight, thank you for stopping by. Raiders, thank you for stopping by. We're in the middle of talking about a whole lot of shit. One of the best/worst streams of all time. The topic of the video game, not come up. Not come up once. We've talked about what makes a book, the definition of irony. We were talking about, are the French good? Are the Germans good? Right? Who do we like? Who don't we like? Who makes good candy? Like, this stream is officially fucking rudderless, and I thank you for stopping by. Paperweight, how was your stream? How was your daily? I fucking crashed and burned. He paid $4 or $5 for a pack of Skittles. Well, he's stupid. And you can pay 50 cents for one. Yeah, he should not be... That's dumb. Right? Like, as token American, I can tell you that, like... I don't think I could go get a pack of Skittles for 50 cents. Agreed. But it's not $4 or $5. I haven't bought Skittles in a minute, but I could probably run down to, like, Walgreens or a grocery store and get them for, like, $2. Maybe. Maybe $2. Yeah, it's exchange rates. How much do you pay for 330 milliliters of Coke? The 330 milliliters, Jed, that's 12 ounces. That can be anywhere from $1.79, $1.79, maybe. Short of $2, close to $2. Can of Coke, 75 cents. Right? It'd be a can of Coke. That's assuming you're buying a can. You're not going out buying like a 6-pack. If you go to buy like a 6-pack of Coke, you can get the bottles on sale. You might be able to get like a 6-pack for $4. But you're buying 6. I feel like that's me cheating. Yeah, 99 cents. Paperweight! No delay, buddy. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Everyone, this is our good friend Paperweight. Friend of the stream. Ally in arms. Paperweight is here. And streamers, thanks for stopping by. Or Raiders. Streamers, fuck it. Raiders, thanks for... God damn it! No, don't use it! I didn't mean to use the sun. I didn't mean to use the sun. That was not my... Me, the left bumper and the right bumper are having a hell of a day today. Oh my god. What a day me and this bumper have been having. Paperweight, how was the daily? I died in the super secret room. I got excited to see the goods that were on display, and then I just fucking ate it. Yeah. Beat the boss. So beat them turdlings. Beat the turdlings at their own game. No fucking way that you pay that much for 12 ounces. You play 6 cents for... I mean, why? Why do you think that? Fuck yeah, let's do this. Come on, buddy. Pay up. Pay up! Eh. Maybe arguably not worth it. Yeah, I mean, it's the... Did you take the pinkish? No. I mean, I took them long... I hate this fucking room. I took the pinging shears long enough to collect coins in the one room. I didn't know what the void did. I'm like, oh, power on! And it's like, it didn't do a fucking thing, because I didn't know what to use it for. So I wasted the void's one shot. I picked the pinging shears out, collect shit. Can I do... I can do that. Alright. I got 77 coins for you here, dude. Just give me help. I need help. That's not help! That's a compass! Got it. Gives her stats voiding passive item. Oh. Well. Good to know now. Right? Good to know now. Come on. No, you son of a bitch. This run's almost over. They're not going to give me any health. Ever. Give me a heart! You soulless bitch, give me a heart. I mean, sure. We have a fuckload of... Perthrow. Fucking hell. Hey, Blaine. Unrelated, but can I propose a mod for you to try out next stream? Isaac, absolutely. I keep harping on this. If you'd like to, use the use the suggestion box. Like, give me the link or whatever, because links are blocked and shit. But yeah, if you give me the link to it or whatever it's called, I'll try anything. Use Yura on Perthrow. I thought about it, so I was thinking about doing it. But like, if some hearts drop, I might need some fucking hearts here, Paperweight. Like, what's the point of being able to get 2 rolls at the pedestal if I die? But all right, we'll do the paperweight thing. Yara. I never hear them say it. Am I just deaf? Do I have the announcer disabled? Some real tomato on some. Oh, you motherfucker. Ah, you son of. And that's The Binding of Isaac. It's a video game that's available today as I fucking uninstall it. You son of a bitch. You're not. Should be. So I don't. As you might be surprised to find out, I don't watch my own stream. But if I go back here. Let me see here. If I go to my stream here, if you hear me talking to myself, ignore that. That's just, there's a little delay here, so you might catch it before I mute. Alright, cool. So, alright, you see you have About Blanezilla, and then you have Hey You, blah, 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 and you have Blanezilla's goal. 9 followers to go. We're missing some followers. 8 subs to go. We're missing some subs. 1,000 bits to go. I don't know what bits are. And then underneath that should be suggestion box. Do you not see suggestion? Oh, you did see it. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you can throw it in there, and I do have a look at stuff that's in there. Thus far, just for the record, in case anyone cares, Daniel8757 is currently the champion of the suggestion box with 2 suggestions. A shout out to a random guy that likes Choco with ones. Otherwise, no one's throwing suggestions in there. So I expected a significantly greater number of KYS suggestions. So you guys are classy. I thank you. We got some real gramps. Twitch bits are a currency to buy special emotes or sound. Oh, cool. Why? Oh, don't spend money. Do not spend. Here, I'll take care of that. So that's I'll make sounds. I'll put them in StreamerBot, and you guys can use channel points for it. Like, don't yeah, dude. Thank you, but don't do that again. Taltube, thanks for stopping by. He's never gonna, I just, morally, I don't even necessarily love running the ads, although, like, I guess I should be doing the mid-roll ads at some point in time, but I'm going to try to make it so it's not nauseating. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, the sounds and stuff like that, we'll set you guys up with shit in here. Taltube, word on, go get yourself a steak sponsorship. Yeah, I'll get right on top of that. I don't know. I feel I've said this multiple times, right? Ads are unavoidable. I don't really control that. So you guys are gonna catch ads at the start of the stream. I don't have a great say in that. And like again, I should probably do the mid rolls. I don't love the idea of it unless I can. I don't know. I have some ideas. Let me try some of the ideas. And the ideas might not be cool. But a lot of the other stuff, like little sounds and beeps and annoyings, that should be free. You guys should be able to annoy me for nothing, right? And I'll try to do like the channel points for the StreamerBot. I have StreamerBot kind of wired up now. Stop by on Monday for the Halloween shit. I have it sort of wired up now, so like I've been getting a little bit more into the actions and even to a lesser extent like to the code, like to try to actually like, you know, let you guys do shit. Yeah, you love gambling. I know you love gambling. I know people love gambling. You started running 1-minute ads whenever you play. I think it's the 3-minute pre-roll. I mean, I'll try it. Like, can you stop it like when you started, or is it just like once you started, that's it? Because that's my other thing of like, yo, man, I don't want to. I'll get fucked. ADHD's gonna kick in. I'm gonna sit here and like, what is it, like how long are they? Yo, 60 seconds? Fuck. If we're watching YouTube and anything other than a 5-second ad comes up, the ad block word. I think it's probably against Twitch's terms and conditions for me to advocate ad block. So no, that's stealing from Twitch. But I don't know, man. The ads drive me up a fucking wall. You say fuck the terms of service, yeah, but like, and here you're talking. I am not talking about gambling, not real gambling. You know, this is fake internet point gambling. That's where it's at. Like, I don't honestly gamble real money in real life that often. Anyways, like if we're at the casino, I'll go play blackjack because It's third grade math coupled with very, 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 very basic probability. Like you should, yeah. But no, Daniel is losing in mind that he wants to be able to gamble like channel points on the outcomes of the games. And I've thought about doing stuff like that, but I think it needs to be a special game. But magical gold coins gambling is fine. Oh, sure. Well, that's what I had to. There's a video game convention that they have in the city that my wife wants to go to next year, but she wants us to go like when we're in Japan, because just buy a bunch of like, cool shit, right, and then come back and sell it there. And like me being me, like I have to gamify everything. Like I can't imagine a scenario where like we go buy, I'm just making shit up, 65 Pokemon bath bombs, and we're just like, hey, a Pokemon bath bomb is $5, right? It's got to be something like I'll get like an old Nintendo tape, an old Nintendo cartridge, and then a bath bomb, and then a snack, and a fucking comic book, and we'll put it in a grab bag, and we'll wrap it up. And then you pay $15, and then you get like this thing, you get like 6 things. Like, yeah, let's do this thing. And then my wife's like, that's gambling. I'm like, no, she goes, no, that's a raffle. Like, they'll fucking ring you up for that. I'm like, is it? She goes, yeah, look, you gotta look in the rules about illegal raffles. She goes, there's all the shit that's going on with Mr. Beat. There's consideration, right? There's chance, and then there's a prize. They pay you money. They take a risk. They get some. I'm like, is that actually gambling? So I went so far as to put it, I actually emailed the state and was like, is this gambling? Like, can you not do grab bags? And I'm expecting them to come back and be like, dude, you could do grab bags. Shut up. And then instead the state emails me back, you have to ask the county that. That's their decision. I'm like, fucking really? So then I'm emailing the county, and I'm like, okay, so I'm like, here's the situation, county. Like, if I were to have, like, I just used video games. Like, if I were to have 40 video games, and they were, like, wrapped in a paper bag, and someone just give us money, and they pick one randomly. They don't know what's in it, but they're all going to be different value because they're going to be different games. They're technically different values, right? And one might be worth more than the other, but none will be crazy worth. Like, is this gambling? Is this a raffle? And then, like, a day later, they come back and go, No, it doesn't. Right? Like it's not gambling. You can do that. So I think we're gonna wind up doing that. Isaac, thank you for dropping in the suggestion. Your proposition. I'll have a look at it. But yeah, that's so that's as far as I will take gambling. Is like I like random shit like that. All right. So where are we? So all right. So Taltube's here. Taltube. Word on the street. Paperweight, word on the street. Taltube might be doing you might be doing some streaming with us. Is that accurate? Is that not accurate? Is it close to accurate? And you also installed 3 games on your channel. Yeah, you had, because you had like Thrown Tomatoes. What did you have? I'm trying to remember what all you had. I don't know. I heard that you might be playing games with us. Oh, I heard you might be playing games with Paperweight and I. Is that an accurate representation? Oh yeah, sure. See, so there you go. So like, perhaps even next week there'll be Paperweight, I, Taltube, maybe others. We've asked others. We'll see if others are interested in joining us. But yeah, we'll get together with that. So yeah, like I said, for my schedule for next week, Crypt Custodian. I'll play some Isaac, but it'll mostly be Halloween games. Crypt Custodian, Buckshot Roulette. I would like to play Kliktika. I mean, I haven't heard it said. I've only seen it written. And it wouldn't be bad if we could play that with Taltube and Paperweight, and maybe some other people, since it's a co-op game. And I've never done a co-stream, so I have no idea how to get everything all wired up. Probably in Discord, and that we can hear everyone talk, and then we'll come up with something like that. And like I said, I'll have like a Halloween theme going on in my window dressing, or I'll try. I haven't really made it yet. I'd like to have something. I'd like to put some effort in for you guys. But other than that, that's more or less going to be next week. Longer streams, because I have the week off. Other than that, we're going to start to wrap up. We've kind of hit the end of me failing at 2, challenges. Yesterday we cleared 2 challenges. Today we failed at 2. So that's nice and even, and we'll find someone to raid. So let's peek around. Yeah, I was Taltube. I had like 100 and something wacky. I have like 160 hours of vacation that I have to burn, and we got like 2 months left in the year. I didn't like use any of them. So yeah, I'm just taking off that week because I have to take off time. We look for someone who speaks English, someone who's playing The Binding of Isaac, someone who could use some viewers. Holzeigergrift. We rated him once before. We could possibly see him. Is there anyone else we want to visit? I like Nipster's style. He says he's bald and he doesn't need custom art. Maybe we'll stop by and see him. Maybe we'll see Nipster with a 3 in his name. So we'll go ahead and we'll go raid him. I'd like to say thank you to everyone. Thank you, Isaac150611. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spamming the channel a little bit. Thank you for also encouraging me to do more for the channel points. I will do it. Mr. Central, thank you as always for stopping by. Getting early. Enjoy the rest of your work day and your work week. I know you work this weekend as well. Enjoy it. Who else but Blizz? Thanks for stopping by as well. Chatting very briefly and disappearing, but we still appreciate you stopping by. Daniel8757, thank you as always for stopping by and arguing with me about the merits of what a definition of a book is versus a PDF. We will simply have to agree to disagree. I think it's got to be printed to be a book. That's what I think. Jed Levy, thank you as always to come through and adjudicate and to be the official lexicographer of this page, of this channel, of this association, of this enterprise, of figuring out what words mean and what shit means. Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E, thank you always coming by and being slightly weird and being German. Thank you for being German. Dun, 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 dun. Driving down the world and back again. Deine Hart ist Traub. Eine Freund und eine Freunde. Taschenrechner. Paperweight _. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Paperweight, as always, it's a pleasure to see you. If you are not currently watching Paperweight, do yourself a favor and watch Paperweight. If you like Isaac, he's better than me. He has a better personality than me. He's better skills than I do. He's a superior product. Go see your Paperweight. It's with an _. Taltube as well. Taltube also has a superior product. If you're not watching Taltube, you're living life wrong. You should go see Taltube. It's super important to do so. Intercaps, TNT. To everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching me play video games. You didn't have to watch me play video games. You could have played video games yourself. You could have watched something utterly unrelated to video games whatsoever, right? You could have watched Let's Dig Deep into the Archives, the Mental Archives, Tales from the Crypt. You could have watched Tales from the Crypt. I know I recommended the movie not too long ago, but the original TV series, the Tales from the Crypt, holds up really well. It's actually really clever. A lot of kind of twist of fate horror. It's not just blood and guts. It's like moral, ethical plays, right? A lot of times associated with it. It's kind of nice. It's an older style of horror, but it holds up. It's worth checking out. Go look it up online. You can see it on YouTube. The Crypt Keeper is a dynamite character to this day. The Crypt Keeper puppet, funny, like with weird death puns, great delivery. I would watch a fucking a late night talk show with the Crypt Keeper. He could have been the dude who did the Crypt Keeper. He could have been huge on TikTok, but you didn't. You didn't watch the Tales from the Crypt. You watched me playing video games. I may never understand why, but I appreciate you doing that nonetheless. To everyone who wasn't watching me, I'd like to thank you for not watching me, because I appreciate when people don't watch me, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's get this raid started. We're going to see Nipster. He's working on his second dead god, and he has himself listed as bald. He is bald. Hope everyone has a good day, good weekend. Peace out and deuces. See you Monday. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.